I'm not sure how many other people think this, but it's kind of funny that these aliens' plans to destroy the Stickworld kind of failed miserably. Because, yeah, this guy did punch two overseers to death and killed a giant magician, but if we compare what they wanted to do with what they actually did, they failed miserably. So Wordsworth crashed into, I don't think it was a city, I think just crashed into some random part of the Stickworld. I'm pretty sure he vaporized a few nameless stickmen, so he destroyed a little bit of rock and some nameless stickmen. I think there was also a Stickbot that he destroyed and some more nameless magicians. Then he broke into the creator's house, tried to make him destroy himself and the Stickworld. But that didn't actually happen, so it's just a failed assassination. It doesn't count. Then he was shredded by a child. And Blast destroyed Mike's hometown, along with a cave. He probably blew up a few nameless stickmen, so add a few murders to his crimes. Then he tried to kill the crater, but then he exploded. And Miasma poisoned a Swedish man, then fought three overseers, nearly killed them, but then she was almost shredded to death by a child. And then this guy shows up. He breaks a trident, which was not really a trident, more like a chunk of cliff. So he just crushed some rock. Also destroyed some more rock when he arrived. Beat three overseers nearly to death. Punched a child. Then got beaten senseless for a bit by a giant magician. Went to space. Punched the giant magician to death. Then killed the second overseer. Then killed Justice, whose entire personality was the new overseer. Punched a child a few more times. And then got skewered by the main character. All four of these aliens wanted to destroy the entire Stickworld. And when you combine what they were able to do, they destroyed a cave, a city, some random rock, a piece of cliff, a handful of nameless stickmen, two overseers, and a giant wizard. And they wanted to destroy an entire planet. Now he's ash, well, more like dust. He's also dust. He exploded. And she's on 2 health. Their plan failed miserably. And there's really nothing else Miasma can do to avenge her brothers. The one is still alive, and we know he is more than capable of destroying her. One-handing his telekinesis, she was nearly helpless. When using both hands, his telekinesis was strong enough to make her completely helpless. She's only still alive because the one spared her. If he decides to finish the job, she's done. And there's no more aliens. Her 3 brothers are all dead. So, when the next season of the Stickworld arrives, what's stopping Lolph and the one from seeing how Miasma likes it when she's a victim of planetary destruction? I know they need a portal, but there's a few ways to do it. Maybe they can get Mr. Sheep to invent a teleporter. Maybe they can rebuild the crystal. No, and I think Blast destroyed the remains of that crystal, so never mind, there's no crystal. Or maybe the one can make his telekinesis stronger and pull Orion close to the Stickworld so they can just fly over there. Or maybe Miasma will just decide, you know what, screw it, I'll take them all by myself, and then the one can just shred her into dust. She's honestly helpless. I would not be surprised if Lolph decides, let's see how they like being exterminated, and launches a counterattack on Orion in Season 4 of the Stickworld. It's really funny. These aliens have been hyped up for the last 5 years, I think. And 3 of them are dead. She's one slap away from turning to dust. And one of the most powerful beings in the Stickworld that she knows could easily destroy her is still alive. She's screwed if Lolph or the one decide they want vengeance. Or the creator. Maybe he could say, "Hey Zero, could you deal with Miasma in case she comes back?" He'll probably say sure. And what's she gonna do? She's on like 2 health. I don't know how fast aliens heal. I don't think her health will be very high. Also, Miasma, what would the Stickworld gain from moving back in front of the sun? You keep saying I can't trust you to not do that. What would they gain? What would be the point? If they are evil, like you claim, why would they move the Stickworld at all? If they were evil, they'd just say, "Oh, you're all freezing to death? Good." And they would just leave the Stickworld there. But no, they moved it. Even though you showed up and tried to slaughter them all, they still moved the Stickworld anyway. And what would they gain by moving it back in front of the sun? Can you tell me? What would they gain, Miasma? What would they gain? Nothing? That's right, they'd gain nothing. This whole I can't trust you thing is complete bullshit. They would genuinely gain nothing by moving the Stickworld back in front of the sun. The whole trust thing is bullshit. And if anyone wants to know what the fuck I'm talking about, he created the Stickworld series. There's a whole... Wait, how many years have these been going on for? 8 or 9 years? Yeah, so if anyone wants to know what the hell I'm talking about, just watch his videos. Alright, that's it. See you eventually.